Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.
Make sure I can hear now in a second.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, whatever, live show.
Don't forget the live show. Oh, yeah, no bother, whatever, Who's live show?
Live show in October. It's Monday the 5th of October, is it?
Who's doing that?
3rd of October.
Who's doing that?
We are.
What?
Load of bollocks.
What the fuck? You're supposed to drive it on.
Oh,
for the love of everything that's good.
You're jizzing all over yourself there.
That's what got Nicola pregnant now, something similar.
That's a dose of beer and Moretti.
A similar kind of explosion got Nicola. Do you know? And I didn't know it was coming that time either.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful. Like,
That's
I have
awful.
parents and shit to listen. Okay, so, like, all of my parents listen. Like, did you know this?
All of them.
Oh, yeah. All the boyfriends, everyone. So,
I decided to get a beer and Moretti tonight.
Yeah, why though?
Simply because it's a nice little can.
Come here. You see your man there in the can there that's drinking the beer?
Yeah.
He's farting at the bar.
Right.
I just know by the heading of him that he's farting at the bar. And do you know what else he's doing?
What?
He's talking about a time that he marked Tony Shine and Tony Shine didn't score on him.
Oh, you're
That's what he's
You're
doing.
after throwing the whole Two Johnnies playbook at the first.
For
2
fuck's
minutes.
sake. Brendan, every time I mention JA, Ray goes, no, because the Two Johnnies do the JA, we can never do it. Well, that reminds me, Ray. So, 1-6 from play, junior football. Did you ever catch a hurl one time before? No?
No.
Catch some kickouts, Ray.
Right.
What else? Kick it into the kitchen. Let me think of more JA stuff that I can come up with
Can
now.
we not? Do you want to talk about the rugby ref thing?
That's a square ball, Ray.
The rugby ref thing.
Go on.
South Africa, I believe. South Africa.
Oh no, it was Australia.
The Bledisloe, yes.
Yeah, no.
Scandal.
Yeah, so was it? Do you want to talk about it?
It just fascinated me for a minute.
Okay, so actually, even more fascinating that is another scandal that's in sports. I'm going to do air quotes. But what you're talking about is finally what should be happening across all sports. All sports across the board.
Don't be wasting the time.
No. Don't be wasting time. Okay, enough is enough. We see enough of this shitty time wasting. The problem with the way he done it is that he's now the first person that ever done it.
Yeah.
And he did it at a very, very, very peculiar time to do it, which was the last minute of the game. Like, it should be more consistent than that.
Yes,
Don't take a stand right when it actually
Well,
matters
you take
too
a
much.
stand when you feel like taking it. No, that's it. I've had enough.
Yeah. No, I'm glad that he said, I'm fucking pissed off with this shit
Yeah.
now. Now, that's happening across the board. That should happen everywhere.
Right.
There should be what I call a cop-on rule in sport.
Okay.
Right? People, a
Bless you.
referee should be allowed to say, come here now. There's a cop on here now. Because let's just take this as it is, okay?
Yeah.
And that happens in football too. You see players going down for penalties or like going down injured.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, technically he might be injured because he might have got hit.
Yeah.
A referee should go, no, cop on.
Yeah.
I know he's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't have that. You know. So anyway, that referee, that's it. Now,
Cop on economics.
yeah,
No.
there should be some cop on economics
No,
involved.
that's wrong.
Some
Coponology.
Cop on ideology.
Coponology.
Coponology. Yeah, there should be some coponology involved in these. Now, worse than that, have you heard of the chess?
Some fella came in and won everything.
Yes, that was it. So listen, what else? Yeah, that's such a simplified way of putting it. No, let me tell you about the chess. Right, there's a guy called Hans Niemann.
Yes.
Right, and then there's another bookie boo, and his name is something else. Magnus something or other.
Something or other.
No, Magnus something
a long
or other.
line of something or other.
Yeah. His father was something or other, but his mother wasn't.
Yeah.
His mother was something else. So, Magnus has won the world chess everything for the last 5 years straight.
Yeah.
He hasn't been beaten by nobody, man.
Yeah.
Right? So all of a sudden this 19-year-old kid comes in and beats Magnus in what was apparently an exhilarating game.
Right.
Now I watched back the plays, right?
Did you watch it back? Did you?
Yeah, I did actually watch back the plays.
Chess of the day.
Yeah, and I watched back the plays being analysed.
Yeah.
And your man going, wait to see this next move. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Right? So anyway, Hans beats Bucky Boo, right? Magnus Bucky Boo, right? And they all sound like Lord of the Rings characters, right? Now, Hans, 19-year-old kid acting big sexy, okay?
Yeah.
Now, Magnus then tweets out. He says, I'm withdrawn from chess.
Right. He took it bad.
He took it real bad.
I'm done.
But he shared out, Raymond. I'm not sure if you've ever seen the meme. It's Jose Mourinho saying, I can't say anything now because you know that I'll get in trouble.
Oh,
for saying this."
So,
So it's him going, if I speak up,
Yeah.
I'm going to get in trouble. So he tweets out that with that and he says, that's it now, I'm fucking done or whatever.
Right.
Right? Now, that causes controversy in itself. The mad thing is, Hand 19, He should never be beating Magnus something or other.
Why not?
Because he's not good. They're not good enough, man.
Don't be ageist. You can get these prolific young fellas coming up.
Yeah, but that's like Castries Celtic lining up against Man United.
Right,
Actually, no, that's bad because United are great. That's like Castries Celtic lining up against City, and they beat them with like the most technical play you've ever seen.
Okay.
Right? You tell
enough.
me they're not on performance enhancing drugs in Castries Celtic. Now you tell me that, Ray.
Was he a robot?
No,
This Hans lad.
but this is where it gets crazy. Okay, this is where it all starts getting crazy. This gentleman, Hans, at 19, apparently had been caught cheating in online chess before. Okay,
Right.
He
chess.
He also got caught cheating on Minesweeper and Solitaire, I think. He got caught cheating before, apparently, is a thing, right?
Yeah.
Now, they're going, how did he cheat in person? Okay, so they get you know when you go through the airports and they go through a metal detector.
Yeah.
They did that to everybody on the way in, so
Yeah.
there's nothing. They reckon, rumor has it, he might have been concealing a buzzer in which another gentleman was helping him to make moves.
Okay.
Now, where was he concealing it? Because they had checked all his pockets and everything on the way in.
Yes.
It was upon him.
What?
Okay, so they reckon that he might have had a buzzer above him.
Up beside him.
It's what they call a suppository buzzer.
A suppository buzzer.
A subuzzer or whatever the hell. So he might have had a suppository buzzer up above him.
Right.
This company offered him £1 million.
It'd be an arse vibrator.
Yeah, an arse vibrator up above in the ring,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, and it would go ring and buzz, and then so a company offered him £1 million
Yeah.
to play chess naked. Now listen, if
okay.
that company are still offering it, I'll do it. No bother.
But
If that's like an
but if
open invitation for someone to play chess, I'll do anything.
But if it's above him,
Yeah.
then sure, it
Well, that
doesn't matter.
I know, that's the thing, you see. They
Yeah.
were just going, let's get him in there naked to see if he has a buzzer anywhere.
You'd have to
And
do
then
one of
someone
the-
said, don't bother with that because I know where it is.
Yeah, you'd have to do-
They call it keystering in the prison world, Raymond. I grew up around Castries Prison and it's called keystering.
What
so
do you call the thing
keister
where you,
something.
What do you call the thing where you clean that area out? Is it douching?
Yeah, a douching. No, well, a douching is what like kind of how an old Irish fella might say it.
I think it's douching.
Pull out that old douching.
I think you douche,
Yeah, no, yeah.
which
douche.
is the act of cleaning out that area.
Yeah, it's the act of squirting water above in yourself.
Yeah.
Now,
You could douche him.
Yeah, well, we could douche him and see what comes out, man. Turn him into a
And
water
then let him
fountain.
play.
Yeah.
What an awful way to start a game.
Well, that's no, but wait and you hear worse than that again, right? The boys come up against each other in some other tournament that's been played online.
Okay.
Two boys join in on a team's call, and there's a virtual chessboard in front of them.
Yeah.
The very next, or about 2 weeks later,
This is Hans and Magnus.
Hans and Magnus something or other.
Part 2.
Right, part 2.
Online.
This shit just got interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, chess yourself, right? That's what it's called. Hey, you sunk my battle chess. That's
Yeah.
what it's called. Okay, part 2. Okay, you
Yes.
sunk me battle chess, and so there's people commentating on it, and obviously they start off their conversation by going, "Isn't this mad that they're playing each other again? I wonder what's going to happen." And before they can even finish that sentence,
Yeah.
Nyman makes the move, first move.
This is Magnus.
Magnus then makes another
Okay,
move.
yeah.
Okay. Then Hans Nyman makes one more move, and Magnus turns off the team's meeting and concedes the match.
Get away.
And he says, I don't want to play against anyone like him ever again. And that is where it's been left now. And apparently, it is the most controversial thing that has ever happened in the chess world.
chess world.
Now, that I'm not surprised about.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't know what kind of controversies can happen in the chess world, you know? But it's one of the biggest stories it's mental.
Well, it's that and Mbappe not taking photos of KFC.
Yeah, what's going on with that there? So this is the one thing I don't get into. It's so funny that you know that.
Yeah.
I don't get invested in these personal lives of these footballers really that
Well,
much.
that's that so.
You know what I mean? It's not. Yeah, I know, but it's so funny that you came in. What are you saying there? Mbappe, he wouldn't take a photo of KFC.
Something about not participating in
an advert, was
in
it?
some sort of commercial agreements with KFC.
Okay, that
as
must be
sponsors.
that might be a PSG personal agreement.
Yeah.
Now PSG are a club that certainly their ethics they wouldn't be followed by many as like a very not ethical. They'd be very much advert based.
Yes.
Okay, the people who own them.
Well,
And-
anyone sponsored by KFC.
Well, Jesus, yeah. I wish we were
No.
sponsored by KFC, man.
That'd
I'd
be
be
nice.
walloping some dirty buckets. You know what I mean? So, but I didn't know any of that. There is another story going around about Mbappe, and I don't want to, because I don't know this story, so I'm going to talk out of turn here.
Okay.
Was he with a transvestite or something?
Sure, who cares? Sure, what about it?
I know.
Never mind that. That's fine.
I'd
It's not taking photos of KFC and the Colonel.
I'd be kind of saying,
Oh, sorry. I heard another story about KFC.
right, this is not another Mbappe story. This
No.
is this KFC story.
Oh, what is it again? apparently they've only 11 followers on Twitter, on the Twitterers.
Oh, I heard that. No. The KFC only follow 11 accounts.
11 accounts, but they're something like 5 spices in a bean. I
Yeah.
don't know.
There's something weird about the people that I really wish we knew what we're actually on about here, because I've heard that as well, that they only follow like 11
Do you think we need
people.
a researcher?
Yeah, hopefully. No, but that doesn't work for us though. We have a researcher.
Yeah.
Brendan sends us stories
All the
every
time.
week, and we ignore every one of them. Like, he does our research for us,
That's true.
and we never ever look at what
I
it is.
kind of
like.
feel bad now.
But what were we on about? What were we leading
I
to?
think you might right there. Hold on, I just get this.
Yeah, you look it up there and find out what it means. Find
pod-
out what the world
No,
means. Ray.
podcast bits. This is where Brendan gives us stuff to talk about.
Okay, I don't look at it. What is
Yeah,
it?
so the last thing he sent was human saliva contains a natural painkiller called opioformin that can be up to 6 times more powerful than morphine.
Well, let me spit in your mouth then, Ray.
Only if I have a toothache.
Come here, man. No, but it'll go anywhere though. It gets into the bloodstream. And let me spit in your cut. Come here.
No.
Let's slice Ray open. I go to spit and tight.
But I suppose if you burn your finger,
Yeah.
or if you like, I hurt my thumb there.
Oh,
at the
but that's
weekend,
why
and
you-
you stick it in your mouth.
No, but but also
Is
that's
that why other things feel good?
No. Oh, I'm about to cut me, Mickey. Oh, jeez. No, but come here. That's why you kiss little babies, little boo-boos on little babies. You know what I mean? That's what you do.
I don't know anything about children.
I want to get into. Get into you not knowing nothing about children. Actually, if
Do
that's
you?
okay. Yeah, I
Was
do
there
a
another
little
story
bit.
that Brendan wanted me to cover there? You kind of flashed it there, and is there a particular one, Brendan? Oh, you excluded Mark on this
Are you
one.
having private conversations?
We
with
might
me?
have had a private conversation, yeah.
You sure about what are you talking about?
I'll have to tell you now in a moment.
Stuff. I bet you there's messages on that group.
Yeah,
Hang
remember
on.
this.
There's messages on that group. There's messages on that group, Ray, and I bet you they go along the lines of like, "Oh, I really want to tell him what he's doing wrong, but he's just so goddamn cute."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that on it.
I have to ask you a series of questions.
Okay.
Do you have excess glibness or superficial charm?
Superficial charm.
Yeah.
I think I definitely have superficial charm. Do you want to know, like, am I supposed to get into this or not? Like,
In what way would you have superficial charm?
well, not that I don't want to like blow the head gasket off my social interactions,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean, or like let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah.
But like a lot of time when I'm talking to people, certainly drunk people at
Yeah.
gigs or people who listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that one now. But I mean, I'm very much going, well,
how are
I
you?
had this conversation with somebody else. I had this conversation with somebody. Again, I don't want to let out the cat, like, but me here now chatting to you, I'm not like this, really.
Oh, so it's
You know what I mean?
superficial charm.
It is superficial.
It's fake charm.
Well, this isn't very charming, though. I mean,
No.
I'm a misogynistic, racist bastard when I'm here. Like,
I have another one for you.
Go on.
Do you have a grandiose sense of self-worth?
I hate myself. I hate myself, Ray.
Yeah, so you don't have that and so.
No.
Right, okay. Do you have an excessive need for stimulation or proneness to boredom?
I do find myself getting ignorantly annoyed when I see kids taking like a lot of excitement out of very simple things.
Well, that's not really what I asked you.
It is because
do you have an excessive need for stimulation?
Yeah, because
You do?
I look at kids like, and you dangle a key over their head, and I
Yeah.
go, "Geez, I wish I got excited about anything."
Oh,
I
so
just
you don't?
fucking- yeah, I don't.
Right, that's
you know
good,
what I mean?
good. Are you a pathological liar?
No. No.
Okay.
No.
Are you cunning or manipulative?
Well, what do you think, Ray?
It feels like you're manipulating.
Why don't you answer the question for me and see?
No, okay. Do you display a lack of remorse or guilt?
Do I display a lack
you
of
don't.
remorse
You're
or
very
guilt?
guilty.
I do feel guilty. Certainly,
you do,
certainly
yeah.
with some stuff I say on this. I get. Yeah.
Do you have a shallow affect?
Huh?
As in a lack of emotions? Would you be able to...
Oh, I'm very emotional, me.
Yeah, you are.
No, I am very emotional. I'm very, very. I wear my emotions too close, right?
I'll be honest.
And we'll get into that
Yeah.
as well.
I'm going to... do you have a history of promiscuous sexual behaviour?
Does bearing a child come into that?
Do you lack realistic long-term goals?
What the fuck, man?
This is apparently, and I can't understand why Brendan sent this on to me.
Go on.
This is a questionnaire to see if you're a psychopath.
But
And I can honestly tell you, Mark, that you're not.
Does it say I'm not?
It says you're not. Except for the first question, which you definitely answered as if you were a psychopath.
What's
because
that?
apparently sociopath, the answer to this question is yes, if you've excess glibness or superficial charm.
Well, okay, but I do a fake charm, yeah.
You do,
That's
yeah.
the Ted Bundy job.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was a charming gentleman, apparently.
Yeah. But besides that, you're cute.
He also liked chopping ladies' heads off. You know, and sometimes those things don't go hand in hand, Raymond, if I'm being honest.
They don't.
You know, but some people can have a superficial charm without being a psychopath, and I think that's probably what the rest of the questionnaire tries to decipher. Can we talk about the emotional capacity version in it there, Raymond, for a second? Because if we're going to shed a light on me, I'd like to throw that light back onto you, if that's okay, Raymond, and put the spotlight on you, if that's all right now, because I've been thinking about this all week.
What?
Okay. No, but I'm just saying. So, so the emotional capacity, or whatever the hell that question was. Okay, so can we talk about the day you came over and met my baby?
Yes.
Right, and you met it with the lovely Laura.
Yes. Laura crying in the background.
She's a very emotionally capable young lady.
Laura was beside herself with all the emotions.
She did the TikTok where you go move and you run straight to the baby. You don't say hello to the parents at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was adamant that we were going over. This was the most exciting thing in her day.
Yeah.
While I was going, okay.
Yeah, and you did. So Laura came over and enjoyed every inch of my baby.
Yeah.
Okay, every little tiny thing.
Yeah.
And when she was turning to you, and very much turning to you in search of some kind of an emotional reaction.
Some sign that I'll be a decent father.
Yeah. She was looking for a little bit of comfort in the rest of her life.
In her choice of partner. Yeah.
And I think that I'm not so sure she got that. So she no, she definitely didn't.
Definitely didn't.
So she would say to you, Ray, just look at the little fingers.
Yeah.
And your reaction was,
yes, I see them.
I see that there's very evidently some digits there. Yes.
She has very small fingers.
And she would go, but look, and you'd go, yeah, I know, I can see them.
And at one point she said, smell her.
Yeah, and you said, yeah, that's the smell.
That's the baby smell.
That's a smell of a baby.
Smells like a baby.
Now, Laura then asked you a question, and none of this was very alarming to me, if I'm being honest, or Nicola for that matter.
Good,
because we know you well enough to know. But I do get where the trepidation comes from Laura's point of view.
Trepidation,
because she is setting up the rest of her life with a gentleman like you.
She's hoping to have some of these.
She might want some of these. Yeah. I'm not so sure anymore. But
right.
But what was I going to say before that? Oh yeah, so we knew we were like, but that's all right. She doesn't have to go apeshit for a baby.
Yeah.
But Laura asked you one question. Please tell me you won't react like this if it's one of ours.
Okay.
And you said, but it probably won't be though. And I don't think that was enough for her to go forward to go. You know what I mean?
What did I answer with?
You said, "Oh no, I probably won't be acting like this when it's our own baby."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I said, as I said, babies are like farts. You love your own.
Yeah, I know. And it's such a nice thing to say to new parents as well. By the way, Ray, thanks very much for letting us know that.
Oh no, well I do. I really think your new baby is class. Fair play to it.
Okay. Well, tell me how
I have a number of concerns.
Okay, go on.
First of all, it's very delicate.
Yeah.
They don't make them like they used to.
Drinking pints and shit.
Just as a child goes now, it's terribly small.
Yeah.
In that I'm not used to any human being that small.
It's ferociously small.
It's ferociously small.
Fragile.
You can handle it with one hand.
Yeah.
Literally, you were holding it with one hand and you were throwing it around like a football.
Yeah, no, but that comes after 10 minutes, by the way.
No, I don't want any social workers coming banging down the door here.
Yeah, you threw it out the window and you left it out sleeping in the garden that time.
But I mean, and even the way you got, like you said, we have to feed it. And I said, right, I know I'm calling it a nit. It's a her.
Yeah, it is a her. I still call it a nit sometimes. Yeah.
But you wanted to feed it and I thought, right, okay, how do you feed it? Well, you wanted to wake her up.
Yeah.
And you literally just took her jacket off.
Yeah.
And that woke her up, but she was queer thick.
Yeah, babies get so vexed when you strip them.
When you take your jacket off.
But I always tell Ali the same thing whenever I'm about to take her clothes off. When she won't wake up, I say, Ali, we have people in the house.
Yes.
I'm about to take her clothes off. You're going to be naked in front of all of them and you're going to be poor embarrassed. Don't make me do this.
Yeah.
She doesn't wake up, but I do it. And she cries and I say, what do you expect? You look stupid now. You're balls naked in front of everyone. Okay.
Everybody's uncomfortable.
You're making everyone uncomfortable. You brought this. You brought this on all of us.
Yeah.
By not opening your shagged eyes when I had to open your shagged eyes.
I'll be honest, I was very nervous holding the child.
Yeah, you held the child for about 2 minutes, and I immediately said,
all the shoulders were up.
He doesn't want this.
I do want it, but I'm happy if it's my own, or at least 50% mine, because obviously it's a joint ownership experience.
Yeah.
But at least then I have some sort of a stake in it, that if I make a mistake in the stake, you know, I'm to blame and it's only me to blame. Whereas it's your child, I didn't want to be dropping that kid.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. you won't drop the child though.
I don't know.
No, you won't though. The thing is, people don't drop children.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And
I'd say
I
1
also-
in a million kids are dropped.
It's just it's my emotional approach to dealing with new things.
Well, it's certainly a non-emotional approach to dealing with new
or lack
things.
of emotional.
Yeah,
approach,
lack of an emotional approach to it.
Yeah.
And I think we've probably delved into it a little bit. But like, I'm certainly over emotional. Like when me and you were having arguments about anything that goes on in the world.
Yes.
You're always annoyed that I'm taking the
emotional
stance on it.
And I'm flat out over in rational.
And you're going, but we can only think about this ever rationally and straight.
Yeah.
So don't bring emotion
Don't be bringing
into it.
that sort of crap into it. Yeah.
And then I'm trying to explain to you that most normal human beings who aren't from planet Spock or
Mayo.
yeah, from Mayo.
Yeah.
You can't help but bring that emotional response to certain things, and sometimes it takes weeks, months,
Yeah.
to overcome that and look at it rationally.
But I would like to think that Laura would see this as crack. She just won't. He'd be tremendous crack now in his complete distance from our daughter.
No, but but I see it as crack.
Just like his father before him.
I see it as well, just like every father before all of us. But Ray, it's the 21st century, Raymond.
Yeah.
And we're not allowed to do that anymore.
Right, he can't be. Because I spoke to fellas, by the way. Mm-hmm. Fellas that came here to visit this child.
Yeah.
And I says, come here, are you going over to see the child? Sure, we will.
Yeah.
I says, when are you going to do it? Sure, whenever. There's no panic, like.
But so we've had a lot of people come over and see the child in the last while. A lot of friends of mine as well, okay?
Yeah.
And a lot of them had tremendously overwhelming experiences.
So I was the only
meeting
one.
Kendy's offspring.
I was the only one that said, how are you?
Well, how are you? How things. Now, can I just say, the one time that Ray got very involved and did ask a genuine question.
Yes.
Like a very interested question. Mm-hmm. He said, have you signed her up yet for the child maintenance?
Not the children's benefit.
But it's a child benefit. The child
Yeah.
benefit. You said... So you came straight in from a government point of view and got very passionate, I must say. You got very passionate very quick.
Just all the things you could get with it.
You're just going, I want to make sure now you're on the right path in terms of the benefits that you
Do you need me to
experience.
set you up?
Yeah, I could say, and you'd be
I'd
big
fill out
into
the
that.
forms,
Yeah,
yeah.
you'd be big into that if that came. No, so I was going to say something else. Okay, so I would be very worried on Laura's. I know that it's a bit of crack. You said I wish you'd think it as a bit of crack. I see it as a bit of crack. Laura sees it as am I in trouble here
A
now?
red flag.
Jeez,
sure,
am I
look
in
at-
trouble? Am I making a mistake here
She
now? or not?
has committed to it now. She's going to have to go the distance and see what happens.
Well, I mean, that's
Roll
not true
the
though.
dice.
That's not true though.
You're right, she could leave me.
She could leave any minute, like.
Yeah, she could.
And I mean, I'm just wondering if you could benefit from some kind of an
Like a
acting
oh,
experience. You know what I
right.
mean? To learn, because people do that. Okay, here's the great thing. Okay, you're right though about kids, because kids aren't cute really. They're only cute to their parents. Okay.
Yes.
You know, but we all do the same thing. So when you see a child, you go, "It's absolutely gorgeous." You must be delighted.
Yeah, but
You must be
that's a
look at
line we
her.
use.
Yeah.
But really and truly, all I'm seeing is just a baby.
Yeah, but you're not even capable of making that line though.
No.
So what I'm saying is you could benefit from some method acting experience.
So, are you asking for a babysitter?
No, I'm just saying you've got to learn that line. Oh my God, she is
Okay.
absolutely gorgeous.
I gotta fake it.
This is a big one that a lot of people say as well. Do you want a good one?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just want to eat her feet. Look at her feet. Oh
Okay.
my God, Look, that's a really
Or
good
I love
one.
the smell of her.
Yeah. Oh my God, I just want
Yeah.
to. I'd love to murder the two of you now and just take her. That's a really good one. Just do that one. I'd absolutely love to slit both your throats now and just take that child. That's
Right.
it. That works
Yeah.
really well.
Oh,
as
can I
well.
bring her home with me?
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm going to bring her home. I'm going to
It
keep her in a
sounds
dungeon.
totally
That's
inappropriate,
really good.
like, but-
No. Parents love to hear that
parents
stuff. Right?
Yeah, to a
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
when she turns 18, you don't want to hear
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah, like-
Imagine
yeah.
coming over. I was like, oh, well, I learned some of these really good lines.
Yeah, yeah.
I know Ali's 18 now, but I'd love to slit her throats and bring her home and keep her in a dungeon.
But my experience with it is you can't go far enough. Like, you know, oh my God. Oh
Right.
my God, your child is so cute. I'd love to just
Under
fucking...
the age of 6 months.
I'd absolutely love to just go on a shooting spear outside. Go, she's so adorable. Like you can't
Yeah,
go far
okay.
enough. Oh my God, I'd love to join Al Qaeda. She's so beautiful. You know, just don't. There's no limit, Ray, on
Okay.
on the stuff you can say
Yeah.
to say a child.
Well, I
is
learned
cute.
things from Laura as well. She'd be flat out sniffing the head of her and going, oh my God, that smell.
Yeah, but
I couldn't smell anything.
no. I'll tell you what, you smell something now.
Would I?
Oh my God, Ray. Okay, this is the other thing as well. I've had this child for a week now. Okay, I got bad fucking child. Okay,
Okay.
I got dealt a raw deal.
Raw deal.
This child is an offspring of some kind of a demon.
Okay.
Okay. It's so annoying. Everybody that has come over to see the child sees her when she's sleeping and gorgeous.
Yes.
Okay, and they're all like, "Oh my God, she's so content."
Yeah.
She's not content. This bitch This bitch knows
Right.
what's going on.
She knows when there's an audience.
Yeah, she knows when there's an audience. This she a little bitch, okay? I don't want to say that too lightly.
But you call her that.
But she's adorable and all.
No, I heard you when I was over here today. Come here, little bitch.
Yeah, she's a little bitch ass, Ray. Okay, this little bitch ass motherfucker. She is, Ray.
What
Because she
an
knows
awful
what's
thing
going
to
on.
call a child.
Okay, listen to me now, Ray. This child is lovely with you. Don't know. Listen.
But think about that.
6 hours.
In years to come, someone's going to call her a little bitch and she's going to look at them affectionately.
No.
My dad used to call me that.
Just a little bitch, Ray.
Right.
I don't have 2 ways to say it. Right?
What's she doing that's so upsetting?
Okay.
Because anytime I've seen her, she's been just fast asleep.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I think she knows that too.
Right.
So, we're trying to get her on what is some kind of a feeding schedule and a life schedule.
Yes.
She's having absolutely none of it, if I'm being honest, Ray.
Yes.
She is sleeping for too long and then I have to take her clothes off and embarrass her.
Okay.
And then she'll stay awake for far too long and be cranky old bitch. Okay?
This sounds like exactly how her father used to act.
Probably still
And
does.
Nicola has to deal with that.
Well,
because just to go back over what you just said there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sleep far too long. You do.
Yeah.
You used to get
Yeah.
up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Then you'd stay up too late playing PlayStation.
Yeah.
And you'd be cranky.
Oh, what a life. That was such a great life I was living. But she did, Nicola did put us both down last week. She knew. Did I tell you that last week?
No.
She did. I was getting far too upset with the goings on of this Ali James Kendy. Ali James Sweet Cheeks Kendy, actually, is what I'm calling her
Right.
now. So I was
That'll be her
getting
confirmation name.
I was getting far too into how I was getting very annoyed.
Yeah.
And Nicola said, "Why don't you just go for a little nap?" And I said, "Nick, I don't need a nap, okay?
Yeah.
So shut up, right?" I was fair cranky. 5 minutes later, I was keeled over, drooling all over the couch, and Ali was asleep. And Nicola went and got about her bits.
Right.
She went and did everything. Nicola had to put her 2 children down for a nap because we were both getting too cranky looking
Perfectly
at each other.
accepted.
Another thing as well I want to say as well is I had my 2 nephews here 2 days ago,
Oh,
and
you
one of them he's 3 years old. I don't want to say too much about it because I don't know, you know what I mean. You don't
Yeah.
know how much family wants to know. Anyway, one of them is 3 years old and he's getting too good for. He's learning too much at the moment. The younger child was following him around, and he said, "I just need some space, okay." And I was like, how the fuck does a 3-year-old know to say that
Did he
to
actually
somebody?
say that?
That's what he said. I just need some space, okay?
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ, these 3-year-olds. Anyway, Ali, okay, fair play. So she's not buying into all the crackheads. She's keeping us up a long time. Did I tell you she did a projectile shite? I was proud of that now.
Yeah. As in she hit something from afar.
I swear to God, it definitely would have been 10, 12 foot.
Wow.
If it didn't hit Nicola first. You know what I mean?
As in Nicola has a bruise.
We took off, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bored of holding her. Honest to God. We took off her nappy.
Yeah.
And we said, "Oh, look at that lovely present that's in here
Yeah.
now." And she said, "You think that's good?"
Yeah, wait till you see this
Where
one.
do you fucking see this one? And she pulled the legs up to the stomach, and she burst out this
Yeah.
projectile shite
Very good.
on all over the Nicola.
I don't
now, that
envy
one
you
now.
at all.
No, that one now. Well, here's the other thing. Don't bother. You can't have anything nice. You can't have anything nice if you have kids. Don't bother your arse, okay? Don't bother their arse. In the last 24 hours, and I'm not over-exaggerating, I've been puked, pissed and shit on.
And you know something? If anywhere else in life, that wouldn't be acceptable.
No, it shouldn't be acceptable at all.
Actually, the staff of Anderson's, I have to say,
They piss
they
and
get
shitting you.
that's what. No, they experience that on a regular basis. That students are back.
Oh, the students are back.
And they're regularly getting pissed, shit, and getting
Well,
sick
I'd
off.
rather have a baby than a student now, I must
Yeah.
say. I think it's probably
Yeah,
easier to
but you will
harvest.
have a student eventually.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Well, I have been
But
saying
then
that's Nicola.
the Anderson staff will deal with it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Throw them off out there at the Anderson staff. And in all truth, we're getting through it all.
Good.
There is a lack of sleep now.
There is.
A child has to be fed every 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, but you're not feeding her.
No, but I'm there. I'm an emotional
You're up.
sport animal.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm like an emotional sport animal that Nicola has. I'm
Right.
up,
You're up.
to try and say, that's a lovely
Fair play to you.
There's a lovely titty, Nicola. Take it up there and
Take
see.
it out. Try the other one.
Take out that fucking titty.
See, that one work.
Should like that titty. I
Yeah.
take out the other fucking
Take it out.
titty.
Yeah,
And I'm
okay.
just there looking at the parent fucking titty. And they, you know what I mean? They're full. I'm trying to fucking take it easy here now for a second. They look unbelievable, Ray.
The boobs.
Oh, just up for Jesus.
Are you enjoying them no end?
No, because they get bigger. I
Right.
mean, yeah, but I mean, you also know. No, I'm not getting into it now. Stop
get
now.
into it
I'm
there
just
now.
saying. I mean, if I was to try and procreate again, well,
Yeah,
you
now
can't-
would be a good time.
No, it's not a good time though to do it. But all the signs are saying, "Oh Jesus, shit!" I'm just saying. I mean, do you know?
Yeah.
Look, all it says is the circle of life, Ray. Yeah. You know, the boobs got us into this situation,
And look at it now. It's
and now they're
continuing.
feeding the situation.
Now they're feeding the situation.
And
And,
making-
and making you want more of the situation.
And I'm trying to go round again. That's
Yeah.
all. That's all that's happening. And I mean, look, women are fair play to women.
Yeah.
A fair play to boobs as well, I have to say. Baby's going well.
Great.
That's about all the crack there. With
That's
that.
good news.
Yeah. Any other crack with you, Ray, or you know what I mean? I didn't mean to come at you with the emotional stuff.
No, but it's true.
Just fucking, you know the way they say man up.
But just learn a few lines.
You need
is
to
what
woman
you're
up.
asking.
You need to woman up. Come on now.
Yeah.
To hell. You're probably not allowed to say that nowadays, you guys. Excuse me. Okay, go on anyway.
Right. I don't have very much.
That's all right, man.
I start off with a small bit. Did you ever notice in your emoji con selection that if you wanted to, and you would know this from putting a set of headphones beside some of our posts?
I don't really do that much anymore. Yeah, there's two emojis in my.
You have two.
Yeah.
For headphones.
No.
Whoa.
No, I have two that I use.
All right. What are they?
The straight up laughy face and the side laughy face. That's it.
What's the difference?
Nothing.
Right.
Depends. If I'm fair going for it, I'll give you the other one. Did you see that coming out in the video?
Yeah.
I just got a full.
You're after just sneezing all over the poor old roadcaster.
Jesus Christ of Almighty. Ray.
Anyway, there's only a white set of headphones on your emoji con.
Well, that's not right, Ray. There should be a black set of
there
headphones.
should be a black, but it finally dawned on me as to why there's only a white one.
Okay.
Because Apple were bringing out their fancy new AirPod Maxes.
Yeah.
And they look exactly like them. So for years I've been programmed to want a pair of white ones.
But isn't that unbelievable though?
Yeah.
Because that is what happened there now.
That is what happened. They got rid of the black one because we're going to bring out white ones.
Yeah. Fucking hell. I'm in so much trouble. My favourite thing is that I'm just so glad that we finally sorted out the world, and we've gone after the emojis. I mean, we can all rest easy now.
Why?
Well, because there is a pregnant man emoji, finally. Finally we've got that far now that we can all relax now. There's a pregnant man emoji.
Yes, but as I said in the life of Life of Brian,
yeah.
I think it was the Life of Brian, the People's Judea Front.
Yeah.
Some people may not be familiar with this reference, but it's the fact that the man has the right to have a baby if he wanted to. He might not be able to, but the fact that he has the right to have it, that's what we should fight for. Fight against the oppression.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I must say as well that I'm reading a lot of articles lately to try and help Nicola along.
Okay.
And once again, sorry now about that, for fear of upsetting people, all the articles now do say breastfeeding and chest feeding.
Wow.
So they say breastfeeding or chest feeding.
Yes.
Because God forbid that we don't make that distinction.
Can men do it?
Huh? Oh yeah, men can breastfeed. Men can have babies, Ray.
Savage.
Forget about what that lady went through. It means nothing because a man can do it as well, so don't even worry about it.
Anyway,
I'm just saying.
I want to run some economics by you.
Oh, lovely! I'm getting big into economics, Ray.
You might enjoy this now.
Fuck it! No, I'm listening to. Do you know a gentleman called Dave
Yes, I do. Yes.
Williams.
Yes, Williams.
I've been listening to him quite a bit. And
he owns a hotel in Claremorris, doesn't he?
Does he?
The McWilliams Park.
That's the
worst. That's where the country music does be on.
That's the worst load of shy. Can I talk a little bit? I had a conversation with Brendan yesterday.
Yes, go on.
Did I talk about this?
Thank you for hijacking my story.
No, your story's coming, I promise.
Thank you.
I had a conversation with Brendan yesterday. We were quite astounded by the level of students that were coming up and asking for Irish rebel songs and ballads.
Yes.
And I was trying to explain to him, not to, I don't want to drive a nail into the coffin of the country music scene or anything like that, but young ones nowadays are not listening to country music anymore. They are listening to rebel and folk songs.
Right.
So they're asking me for Beeswing, they're asking me for Streets of New York, they're asking me for Sean Salt from Garryowen. And do you know why? Because they're listening to a band, Raymond, called
Tumbling Paddies.
The Whistling Donkeys.
Oh.
And I love the way it has to be a verb and then an Irish name or whatever, you know what I mean, or an Irish thing.
It's a thing and something describing.
You know
what
I mean, like because
those paddies were tumbling.
Yeah, so we should be called like what now? The spluttering something.
The shy talking.
No, it has to be spluttering. You have to take the G off the end of a doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we'd be the spluttering gobshites.
Who are the blistering Kendys?
The blistering Kendys, the spluttering Kendys. No, so the Whistling Donkeys are a tremendous band that do all that stuff.
Right.
Young ones are hardcore into that now, Ray.
I didn't know this.
Honest to God, yeah. And I think
that is good for you because this is your whole entire repertoire.
Well, actually, that is such a good point, Ray. Because some of my favorite things. No, I'm not big into rebel songs.
Yeah. Because you know the danger of them.
I know the danger of rebel songs. I think I've told the story before, but there was a rebel song played one time in a pub, Fiddler's Creek, I think it was. And in the middle of Sean South from Garryowen, a gentleman from up north decided, I'm going to put a tissue into this bottle of Corona and light it on fire. because he got so riled up. He got so riled up from the...
He tried to make an unofficial Molotov cocktail.
They called them a Molotov cocktail, Raymond.
Right.
Yes, probably a Belfast cocktail or whatever the hell. You know what I mean? So they can rile people up a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing I will say about young ones, I'm going to give the young ones a bit of warning here.
Mm-hmm.
You should probably do a little bit of research into what these songs are. Okay? Because when I'm singing Grace, Raymond, which is a tremendous little ode of a song to, I can't remember her name, well, Grace, I can't remember her second name, but it was Eamon Plunkett, was it?
Something.
Anyway, he died in jail after 1960 Rise, and he was hung, and he married his missus the night before.
Yeah.
And it's a song to her.
Yeah.
You take me out at dawn and I'll die, but I'm going to marry you now and then I'll be dead tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a very, very haunting song about 1916. They treat it like it's the fields of Athenry. Young people treat it like it's the fields of Athenry.
That's what happens,
So
though.
but they have, it's so, I cringe when I hear it. So I sing, they take me out at dawn and I will die. I will die, I will die, I will die. And every time I do it, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
But sure, remember, no one ever gave up with the fields of Athenry. Michael, they are taking him away. That was a sad thing.
Yeah, they were. Was it a prison ship?
Something like that.
It was a prison ship.
What was it? What's the line?
Yeah,
in the
IRA. I don't even think it makes any sense. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So we got to be very careful about what we do,
I
when
know.
we commercialize it and popularize.
All you got to do is get a Megan
these
Thee
songs.
Stallion rap break or something. in the
Version
middle
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Job
want
done.
you want Megan Thee Stallion to come out and do a rap version of Grace. Yeah. Tie me up and wrap me around.
But none of the original lyrics, just the backing music, and then she just raps through it talking about bitches and hoes.
Yeah, bitches and hoes. Nothing to do with Grace at all.
No.
No Grace about it.
There might be one like, hey, yo, Grace.
So you think...
And that's it then.
So, Grace, you my main bitch, yeah. And then they'll throw that in. But,
then-
so you think that the backing music
Or
to
just
Grace,
a to die.
Oh my God.
It'd be sampled.
I absolutely hate that so much. Oh, sweet
Anyway, let me
suffering
tell you a
Jesus.
story about economics.
Anyway, all I'm saying is be careful of your fake nationalism. That's all. Keep
Fake
going anyway. Tell me about your economics, Ray, because you're driving me mad when you won't just tell me. Like.
I want to ask you a question. There was a debate today, myself and Alan, I'm almost done, who will be my work colleague. We went for the lunch.
You did.
Right? And one of the items he actually said to me was, remember the time we went to see the ladies' football match? He did ask how I seen anything on that empty field.
Oh, yeah, you just saw a ball flying
just
around.
seen a
It was like a
referee,
Quidditch match to you. The fucking thing was just flying around the place.
Anyway, me and him had a debate about, so my van at the minute, I have a 07 Renault van.
You do.
Right.
She on dead story.
She's been in dead store this last few weeks. There's been a string of things going wrong with it, right?
Yeah.
And it has cost me a small fortune.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the economics of whether or not there's an Irish thing, you know, is it too much? Like, when do you stop putting money into a car or a van?
Yeah.
Right? The Irish saying is, Irish, look, would you be not better off buying a new one?
Yeah.
Or changing it?
Yeah,
And there's no point putting the money into that.
Yeah. Or the other side of it is, sure, they're still driving. Or that's a field car
Yeah.
now. That's a field van.
It's not a
Feel
field
bad.
van. So I was doing the economics on it. I won't lie to you. Since I've started talking about repairing the van,
Okay.
my Facebook is full of advertisements for JJ Burke van sales.
No,
Yeah?
he's fuck. JJ,
And
man, is
apparently-
JJ's only waiting, man.
Apparently they have a whole new fleet of Renault Traffics in
No.
ready to be sold to me.
Renault Traffic.
Yeah.
So whoop, you buy
Yeah.
the same you can have.
And I'd have to go up and I'd have to do the hire purchase thing and not tell Laura.
No.
No. I'd have to sign up to 35,000 euros at the high purchase.
Oh my God.
You know,
okay.
Yeah.
So this is okay. I like this conversation.
So So Alan is saying to me, he said, Jesus, how much have you put into it in the last? I've honestly put I'd say about €1,000 into it.
Okay.
Because the clutch went and the gearbox went and the fucking solenoids went and everything went.
Already,
Right?
you're on the verge of overpaying, paying more on repair for what the van is worth.
Stop. This is the
what I'm saying.
Irish thought.
Yeah,
now,
that's what I'm saying.
Let me get this. This is what me
Yeah.
and Alan were debating.
Yeah.
Right? So, say back in 2007,
Yeah.
right, I bought the van, and I'd say around that time it was 35,000.
Yeah.
They're always about 35,000
Yeah.
to buy a new van.
The second you drive that out the gate, by the way, it's 20
Yeah,
grand.
so let's just note that. That's the sad thing about
It's
it.
cuntish, isn't
But
it?
if you took at 07 and now a 07 van, my van with
Yeah.
280,000 kilometres on it, probably worth about $1,500 at the most.
Probably, yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
So it's gone from 35,
maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit
35
more.
grand down to $1,500.
Yeah.
Right?
In 14
In
years.
15 years, we'd
Yeah.
say, right? That's what it's gone. So
Yeah.
if you work that out, 35,000 over 15 years, about $2,000 a year.
So it's depleting 2 grand every year.
About that.
Okay.
So
It's not bad.
It's
but okay.
not. So I was kind of saying, you know, if I went for a New York, it'd be depleting $2,000 a year. I'm only putting 1,000 to this.
Yeah.
It's economically fine to do.
Yeah, no, well, there is, they do deplete, like, hugely.
So I'm saying it's worth it. Now, if the repairs to the van were more than 2,000,
okay,
then you would go, right, that's too much.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I'm on solid ground.
But also, you're thinking about it solely, again, like, this is such a perfect example. You're thinking of it solely on the grounds of the economics of it, but you're not thinking about it in terms of the heartache.
No, I'll actually, this is where the emotion comes in. I love that van. I'm not selling it.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
I don't want to lose my little blue van.
Nah, that's fucking, I love this, Ray.
Yeah,
now let it
with
out.
the broken armrest.
Let it out, Ray. Take off your pants if you want to feel comfortable. Take off your pants, please.
No, I won't.
Okay, I'll send you a picture of me with pants off.
Okay.
No, so, but yeah, okay, that's good that you don't want to get rid of your lovely little sentimental
If it was 2,000 or 3,000 euro, then you couldn't go fixing it because you're going, I don't have 2,000 or 3,000 euro.
But
I
also,
already maxed out the credit card to pay for the minute.
But also, what I'm saying is, what is the economic value? What's the value? Not the economic value. What's the value of knowing that it's probably not going to break down between here and Ballina? And what's the devaluation in the fact that you're going to get back into it now again in the morning and go, geez, I hope it gets where I'm supposed to.
Well, I'm delighted. I have to give a big shout out to my good friends in the AA. You pay them 25 euros a month, and it doesn't matter how often you break down, they'll always get you to where you need to go.
Okay, but you can't be going. So where does that stop? Because if you have a van, so can you get into your van in the morning and know this is not going to start?
And
do that every day. And ring them and go, van's not starting.
I'd love to push it.
You're getting a 25 euro a month taxi.
Well, because they give actually, this is actually an idea.
For the rest of your life.
They give you, if your van isn't working, right, they give you the option of either paying for your taxi to where you need to be, getting you to where you need to go, or they'll give you 2 days car hire.
Okay,
I wonder, could I milk this
for a while? You forever?
Yeah, with a very broken van.
Like even if they have stipulations involved that, like, no, you have to have been on a journey. We'll push your van 5 foot.
No, I've home start.
What does that mean?
I've home start. That means that always can come in if anything happens out to the house.
But so then you can just every morning get into the van and say hello.
Yeah.
Look,
but you'd be getting up pure early because it takes about a half an hour to come out, and then it'll take another little while. But I can get the taxi then, I suppose.
So for 25 quid a month, you could literally be brought to work every day.
Every day in a taxi.
Did we just hit a massive loophole?
That'd be very
Did we just see an astronomical loop? Because like your van could be done.
No, but wait, then they bring the van then to whatever garage I want.
Yeah.
So I say the garage up to Moore in County Waterford is nice.
There's actually an unbelievable garage in Eindhoven.
Yeah, but then you have to get it fixed. Then you can't go down then to the garage. You see, you can't pull this twice. You have to get it back then from the garage every time.
Yeah.
So
there is still that. No, but there is still that thing.
Yeah, no. In fairness, now that we talk it
and
through.
do you have to pay for the garage fees?
Yes.
All right. So the AA just get the card there.
The AA just get it there.
Oh yeah, that makes sense because they're not going to pay 10 grand.
Yeah, they're smart guys. They've got a good.
Oh, they're
business
bastards. I thought we had just out. I thought they had got there, but we got got.
We got. Okay, now I've been warned about 10 minutes. We've got 10 minutes left.
Okay, go on.
So I have to talk to you about the Fairgrove Hotel.
Right. Okay. Why though? More so.
I want to encourage everybody to go visit. Right?
Fairgrove. Where?
Fairgrove Hotel.
Fairgrove.
So, myself and Laurie, for the 76th wedding of the year.
Oh, yeah. Come here. When was the last time you weren't at a wedding?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Fucking hell.
For the 76th wedding of the year, we travelled to Mitchelstown in County Limerick, Cork.
Yeah, County Limerick, Cork.
Yeah, because apparently the venue was in County Limerick, but we were in Cork.
Go away. All right, okay.
So we booked in to stay. The venue was Loch Anna House, and it was lovely. It was Jen and Jeff's big day out.
Jen and Jeff had a wonderful day,
They had a wonderful day, fair play to them. But we stayed in the Fairgrove Hotel.
You couldn't afford the Loch Anna.
The Fairgrove Hotel, Fairgrove Hotel is situated on a roundabout. It looks like a nursing home.
Oh, fucking perfect for
from the roundabout.
Yeah.
It looks like either a nursing home or a motel.
Right, okay.
But, Mark, I can't express to you.
You have a tremendous grow for these shitholes, by the way.
It's not a shithole. It might look unassuming.
Yeah.
But you go into it, and there's this lovely person behind the counter. How are you getting on? She hands you what is the equivalent of a traffic cone attached to a key.
Oh, I love that.
It's nearly like the bathrooms in the...
Yeah.
It's a big piece of wood on the key going, your room 16.
Oh, my God. You love B&Bs and shit, man. You absolutely
But this is a hotel. And to have... It is a hotel. 3 stars.
No.
And you go down the corridor and the carpet, and you get into the room, and it smells like domestos for a minute, but that's only because they gave it an unbelievable clean.
You're fucking high as a kite inside the room.
But it's gorgeous, so comfortable.
I think it's because it was a crime scene the night before, Ray. I think that's why I think.
It's marvellous.
That's industrial
The
domestos.
big part about the Fairgrove Hotel is they're the only hotel I've ever seen in Ireland that has breakfast till 11:30.
Oh, that's a big up. That's a big, yeah.
And I mean the tastiest, most beautiful
big old Irish house sausages.
Big old Irish house sausages.
An old lump of pudding.
And me dying from the night before. Yeah. I loved it.
I'd soaking it all up.
Yes.
That's the thing. You throw the pudding down below inside and it soaks all the drink into it.
And they had nets on the window, so you could be as naked as you want getting ready without and still have the curtains open.
To be honest, I think them nets are there so you don't fucking jump out.
Well, you couldn't jump out anyway because it's all on the one floor. There's no lifts.
All right, okay.
There's not a step in the place.
Wait, now this is a nursing home. No. Come here. Was there a yoke that helped you get into bed? Could you ring a bell for them to come and get you as well on the yoke? You stayed in a fucking nursing home.
No, I didn't. It was the loveliest hotel in
There were
Ireland.
6 of us in the room and we all had our own bed.
It was beautiful.
You have such a love for cheap hotels.
Yeah.
Why do you... Like, I don't...
It wasn't cheap.
I'm not... I bet fucking... Yeah, but it was cheaper than the Loch Anya.
Yeah, okay, maybe it was, yeah. Yeah,
like you went, no, I'm not staying there now.
No, this is what was recommended.
Yeah.
Jen and Jeff said, stay here, nice and sound.
I don't want to call places out, and I'm not going to. I went to a wedding in a very town close to your heart, and a town very close to your heart recently enough.
Okay,
now don't try and name it, because you always wreck it then we did say, this is what it is.
I was very tempted to say what it was.
So don't fucking do that. It's very close to your heart. I stayed in a hotel in that town because you couldn't stay in the wedding venue.
Yeah.
Now, you know Fawlty Towers, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this shit wasn't far off that, just bigger.
Right.
But I felt so bad. 'Cause we were staying there for a night and it didn't matter to us. No. I know that domestos smell that you got in your room.
Yeah.
I wish they had done that in ours.
Oh, God,
first of all, okay?
Yeah.
So, the other thing is, a lovely couple came down who were travelling. They were up from like Wicklow or something.
Yeah.
And they had booked online the couple's getaway package
to this particular hotel.
And they had checked in before us.
Yeah.
And we're down before we had even got a chance to check in again.
Yeah.
To go to the desk and say, what the fuck? What the fuck? They were like, we ordered a room with a view.
Yeah.
There's no window in the
car
fucking
park
thing.
view.
The view was like a wall.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, we booked the Deluxe Extravaganza romantic getaway package.
Yeah.
And they were like, what the hell even is this? Like, there's no way we're staying. And they were like, oh, let us see, can we get you another room? But that was going to be the least of their worries. And I knew that. Like, I knew that. So, like, that was all right for the night that we just had to be there. But my God, above rate. Stop booking cheap.
You
booked yourself into a nursing home.
I'm telling you now, the Fairgrove Hotel in Mitchelstown, County Cork is one of the finest hotels I ever slept in. Okay, now, they picked the wrong fire alarm. That's all I'll say.
Okay,
it's the only criticism of the whole thing.
Why?
Because it has a white flashing light in it.
Okay.
That's all. So as you're lying in the bed, you are seeing this bright strobe flashing light every couple of seconds.
Can I just say before we go as well, I don't know the Fairgrove Deluxe Extravaganza Hotel. I don't know this place, and I am talking in jest on what I know Raymond to have booked before. He booked us into a hostel with a Russian bear. So I just want to say that because I don't know if they're going to know us or not.
Have you noticed? I'm saying they're brilliant.
I know you're saying they're brilliant, but I have to come back at you and say they're not. Have you just noticed that lately I've stopped naming places and stuff because I'm getting a little bit panicky. Come here, I just want to say as well before we go as well. You want to know how inflation's gone too far?
Well, how hot now?
Inflation. We've talked about the price.
Yes. I know how it's gone too far.
Cost of living crisis, Raymond.
My chicken has gone from $2.50 to $2.75.
Your which?
My chicken.
That's so fucking weird.
Is your chicken gone up too?
Right, Sean, PT Sean, big fucking, you know aliens boy.
How's it going, boys?
The size of him, big fella.
Just what you to do now.
And he'll know, right?
Yeah.
Sean knows the crack. Sean said, if you want to know inflation's gone too far, he said, a plain chicken fillet roll is now over $5. That's what we've gone too far. Like, we should be going up to him and Ryan and saying, spitting into his face. Yeah. We don't want to heal his cuts.
I can't talk about him and Ryan. I wanted to say
over $5 for a plain chicken fillet roll. God forbid you try and get a lump of lettuce inside.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we will talk about the cost of living next week because I know we have to go. But we actually shout out. Okay, do a shout out, Raymond.
Yeah,
go on ahead.
Not only to the Fairgrove Hotel, great spot to say.
Fair play to them. I really enjoyed it as well.
And everybody at the wedding, a marvellous night.
Yeah.
Shout out is for a gentleman called Ed Harper.
Right.
From Chepstow in Wales. What? And you might say to me, why are you shouting out a gentleman from Wales?
Yeah, I hate Chepstow. No, sorry.
He is an avid listener.
Oh.
Right? He got married to Lisa Scully in the Galway Bay Hotel apparently last Saturday.
No shagging way. Fair play to him. That's great. Congratulations.
And there was a wee band playing at the wedding called 65.
Oh.
And he came
Colin Mulhern and
the Gentlemen's.
Yeah.
And
lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he came up to this Ed Harper from Chepstow. He came up and he says, you wouldn't happen to be Giles Mulhern, would you?
That's great.
Because he listens to the podcast.
No shagging way. And he didn't know that was who he booked.
He didn't know. He just said, I've heard of the band.
No way. That
one of
is
Ireland's
class.
top Premiership number one.
Top number one Premier, almost number one wedding band.
Wedding band. Brian Dermot obviously.
I love when I hear that shit. That is class. That he walks up and goes, "Hang on now a second. Are you actually,
you know, and all this.
That's brilliant. So what was his name again?
His name is Ed Harper.
Ed Harper from Chepstow and his beautiful Mrs. Lisa.
That'd be Lisa now, Harper.
Lisa Harper. Fair play.
She took the name now. She
better take the name. That's an old tradition that I really like. Take fellas' names. Give us the power.
I've nothing else to say.
No,
live show. And also a huge weekend of entertainment.
Go on. Where?
Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre.
Here in Sligo?
Yes.
People probably should go to that.
Well, they probably should. Saturday night is... hold on now. I'm after getting something here now. What's this now? Oh, yeah. I know that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So there's a reschedule of a show that's supposed to be on.
There was a Radiohead tribute supposed to be on Friday night. Yeah. That's cancelled.
It's rescheduled.
The bass player broke his arm.
The bass player broke, and listen,
that's a great excuse.
I don't care how easy you think the bass is. You can't play it with one hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saturday night, the boys from Hayes are in.
Oh,
and
I
have to say, the nightclub upstairs, Electric Avenue, the students are back.
Yeah, and it's buzzing in there, isn't it?
Buzzing. They have Chase Nabby, the Versatile. They have someone called Eliza.
That must be the best venue in Sligo.
Yeah, all the people I don't know.
But you're not supposed to.
But
the people who are upstairs, they booked them based on if me and you know them or not. If we don't know them, they're going, they'll probably work for the young ones. You know?
Exactly.
So go
just
check out Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre. Huh?
Just like the book Harry Styles for Slaying.
Did they? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Like, I mean, are we going to go to see Harry Styles? No, we're not.
I queued for about 2 hours trying to get tickets.
Why?
Because I wanted tickets.
Harry Styles?
I think he's the newest thing.
No, I think he probably is good. I'm not saying that he's not good, but do you have any interest in it?
Yeah, I'd like to see him.
I know.
He wears some funky clothes.
Whenever we used to want to go to gigs, you'd be going, I can't wait to go to this thing. You said, I'd like to see him.
That's changed now since I've seen Garrett Brooks, or lack thereof of seeing the Garrett Brooks. Because I need to change my tact.
So just go into that Garrett Brooks, come here, I think that's... Should we let this gentleman go?
We'll let you get back to babying.
I'm going to go back and mime baby, okay? Yeah. Ray, fair play to me.
And fair play to me. And fair play to the Blind Tiger, too, for tremendous cocktails.
Good luck!
Good luck!
Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and wonderful food items, and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks.